All right, hey Ton, we're starting off here at the beginning of the brass line. We're starting in the process where we're gonna we can feed this big hopper that you see here with what's called a super sack, which is this thing behind you, if you want to show them the super sack. These are super sacks, and they hold the brass, and you can dump them from the bottom, or you can feed it from a 55-gallon drum, or you can feed it from really manual scoops or hoppers or totes. So let's go and walk on over, and I'll show you how we're gonna feed this. So we have our stand where you can walk on up, and John, if you want, you can step on up and show them in the center of the hopper. So this thing holds about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of brass easily. It's all welded by us. All right. All right, so we'll come around this way. And what Matt's gonna do is, you're familiar with all these gaylords and all these IBC totes where our brass comes in. So what we do is we take them and we shovel them into 55-gallon drums like this, and then we're also offering the drum dumper, and that will be on the equipment list on the Excel sheet. And what it does is it straps around here, and you see Matt over here with the forklift. He forks the drum, and then he tips it into there. So. Alright, so John, now we're going to explain to you how the shaker works and how this machine works. So in the last clip you saw us fill the big old hopper up. So the hopper has about 700 to 1,000 pounds in it right now. So we'll walk on a little closer to the hopper and we'll show you how the electrical works on there. So this is all 110 volt single phase. It runs just like normal. We have a Vibratory shaker motor on here, and what that does is it shakes this, and the gate here slowly lets out a stream of brass of mixed casings. This is electromagnetic drum, and what this does is these switches here turn on the electromagnet and the roller. So when this comes across, you'll see all these steel casings sticking to it, and what happens is they get flung down, and in that drum that you see underneath there, all the steel goes automatically. So it completely automatically sorts all your steel out for you, and then so next, all your brass and your 22, your aluminum and everything else that's non-ferrous comes across here, and this shakes. So you can go and show Chad down there. Chad, go show him the new bracket that you made.
Yeah, right here.
So we weld and make our own brackets for this. We weld it all ourselves. This is all solid quarter-inch steel. And there's the shaker motor right there. And we actually have the drawings and everything for this bracket. So we make them pretty solid so they don't break. And he's gonna mount that back there for you. And then we're gonna show you how the shaker runs, and then show you Matt. He's gonna show you how the 22s get shaked out here. So as this shakes, it knocks all the 22s out and all the dust out, and as you see down there, if you want to zoom in, there's all your 22 and all your dust and all your paper trash. So, and then Matt over here then walks over to the sorting conveyor table, and what he picks out is all the aluminum casings and any live rounds. So you'll see here, you'll see all his aluminum casings, and then over there you'll see all his live rounds. So Matt pretty much by himself can run this whole thing, and when we come back in the next clip, we'll power it on. We'll have it shaking, we'll have it running through, and we'll also explain to you the blue conveyor systems, the tall conveyor, and then the two Camdexes in the next clip. So, all right, so we're back now, and we're gonna be explaining now the whole line running. So, first thing we're gonna show you is we put the shaker motor back on at the bottom there. You can see it. The power's turned back on. So Matt's gonna turn on the vibrator motor. He's gonna turn on the electromagnet, and he's gonna turn on the shaker, and we're gonna show you the brass coming through. So go ahead, Matt, flip it on, and you can go and get on up there and show him. So now, once this shakes through here, it gets the 22s and aluminum out. Go just push them over, and you'll see that they go across the conveyor belt. So this conveyor belt is angled, and this conveyor belt takes all the straight brass casings, now that they have the 22, the steel, and the aluminum taken off. And then they're gonna go over here to our blue conveyor. This is our elevating conveyor. So what you see here is, you'll see the brass come down, and it goes to here. And as it falls, you'll notice that it pushes into the slats right here, and they're sealed, and it specifically only gets to brass, and it sends it up this conveyor belt right here. So as you can see how it carries it? So now I might need to grab the camera and show up there what's going on. So now what I'm going to show you across here is the tall conveyor. So this tall conveyor that you see, puts it in between the two Camdexes. So you can see it coming down from here. And what you see now is you have your different sorts. Your 9mm, your 380, your 223. And the same thing over here. You see a little bit of green coming through. And you see your 380, 9mm, your 40 cal. So now, Matt, go ahead. Are you ready to dump a 9mm or 40? Can you dump one? Yeah. So then Matt takes the rollers here, and he's going to go ahead and flip the conveyor off, and he's going to go ahead and dump whichever one's full. So is that 9mm? Yeah. So he's got 9mm pretty much full. So all he's got to do is take it over, and then let's go on the other side before he dumps. Let's show him the labels. So we're going to go around and I'm going to show you how he's labeled these. So those Camdex sorters sort by diameter. So you have, they're sorted out of order. So first you have your 380 and 223. So go show them how, you see it's mostly just 223. It's smaller than 9mm. Then secondly, you have your 9mm mix, which is the bulk of your brass. So you see it's mostly all 9mm. Has a little bit of 223 in there, which gets sorted on the bowls. And then you have your 40 cal. So this is your 40 cal, your 38, your 357. And as you can see, we get less of that. And so Matt's gonna go dump the rest of his 9mm. And then finally we have our big brass, which is your 45, your 308, your 45 long colt, and this is all your bigger stuff there. So we're gonna go pause the video here, and then we're gonna show how these mixes go to the sorting bowls, and we're gonna be around the sorting bowls.
Vibratory beater, brass casing sorter, sorts by height. It does a 45 Colt, 44 Magnum, 357 Magnum, 38, 10 mil, 45, 40, 357 SIG, 9 mil, and 380. The first mix that I'm going to be running through this is a 380 mix, which you will see fall into this bucket here. The other mixes, if any is in with the 380 mix, will fall into each corresponding bucket according to size and height.